Hello everyone. Welcome to this course series on Kingdee AI Suite. In this session, we will focus on sales management. We will go through 4 parts: product concept and architecture, key concepts, business process flow and highlights, and core features. First, the product concept and architecture. Let's start with the overall product concept of sales management. It includes the following points: flow-driven approach. Sales operates as a closed-loop process. From quotation, contracts, and orders to accounts receivable, the process is fully systematized. Risk control, prices, shipping, sales restrictions, issuable quantity, credit and prepayment receipt are managed by a multi-level control system, making sales safer and more efficient. Data intelligence, multi-dimensional data analysis, and data insights support better business decisions. Ecological integration. Open APIs enable a networked sales ecosystem. Let's take another look at the sales mode. Enterprise sales types typically include general products, configuration items, assemblies, and service class products. Sales methods include normal sales, dropshipping sales, sales-based purchase, and consignment. In addition, there are multiple business modes of centralized sales. Let's take a look at the product architecture of sales management. It includes basic data, sales price, initialization, sales quotation, contract management, sales execution, sales return, consignment, and sales control. And also supports full process management and control of sales management for inquiries and analysis. Let's look at the key concepts. These are the key concepts. Take a moment to read them to better understand the rest of the course. Business process flow and highlights. First, let's look at the overall process of sales management. It mainly includes quotation, contract, order, shipping notice, sales issue, and delivery confirmation, and covers the full process of sales up to accounts receivable receipt. You can initiate prepayment business from a sales order. You can create return requests from a sales order. Sales return business can be directly initiated from the associated sales issue. The system provides a sales to order scenario flow from sales order to purchase request and purchase order. It also supports a dropshipping sales scenario, where the flow goes directly from sales order to purchase order. In the cross-organization business scenario, the system triggers cross-organization settlement business through cross-organization sales issue, and completes the intercompany transaction flow through sales AR and purchase AP. Next, let's look at some main business process flows in sales management. In the standard sales business process flow, it starts from sales quotation, sales contract, and sales order, then continues to shipping notice, sales issue, and accounts receivable and receipts. If a sales return occurs during the process, a return request can be generated from the sales order through conversion. The transaction type should be set to sales return. If replenishment is required after the return, simply select Return Replenishment as the return type on the sales return. Now, let's look at the business process flow for service sales. Enterprise sales of service class products do not involve an actual goods issue. By setting the document type as service class sales order, you can directly convert to accrued receivable or accounts receivable and proceed to the subsequent finance flow without going through the actual material issue. If the service class products are issued together with other physical products and invoiced, they can be processed through a standard sales order. In this case, service class products on the goods issue do not trigger inventory updates and are excluded from inventory costing. Next, let's take a look at some highlights. Sales shipping plan. This feature allows you to make a shipping plan based on your supply capacity, customer requirement planning, and the consensus on delivery with the customer. You can prepare a shipping plan based on dimensions such as customer ship to address, requested delivery date, transportation duration, and requested quantity, and execute shipping control according to the plan. Sales receipt plan. You can, considering your business conditions, financial status, the customer's payment willingness, planned arrangements, the consensus on receipt and payment with the customer, to formulate a reasonable receipt plan. Follow it and safeguard your enterprise's interests. This feature supports multiple group methods for receipt terms. automatic generation of receipt plans based on the receipt terms, prepayment setting and execution, and receipt confirmation and intelligent prepayment receipt matching to optimize the user experience. Full process, configurable price management. You can manage pricing through the sales price list, pricing scheme, and pricing strategy, price control scheme and price control strategy, and price analysis. This fully records the enterprise's price management process, from price configuration, application, and restrictions to price analysis. It enables full process price policy control and follow-up processing. Sales restriction control. To better integrate enterprise resources and avoid internal competition, the enterprise can define and control the scope of permitted sales targets so as to achieve refined management. Order price change sync to downstream document. The prices in the sales orders are for reference only. The final transaction price can only be confirmed upon actual goods issue or accounts receivable confirmation. This feature ensures price consistency across upstream and downstream documents. Issuable quantity. For external sales, an enterprise needs to dynamically assess delivery risks based on-hand inventory, future supply, and future requirements. This helps improve customer satisfaction and ensure healthy business operations. Kit sales business. Kit sales means products are priced and sold as kits. Inventory is managed based on the individual products in kits. You can confirm accounts receivable and issue invoices based on the parent product. After accumulation of sub-item cost, you can analyze the sales profit of kits. Multilateral trade. This feature supports various business scenarios, such as import and export trade, re-export trade, and internal multi-level transactions. Based on configured trade paths of multi-party transaction, the system automatically processes forward and reverse business process flows, improving the overall automation level for enterprises. Next, let's look at some core features in sales management. Customer basic data. This feature allows you to maintain basic information and business control configuration of customers, including basic information, business information, contacts, contact address, invoice information, tax information, and bank information. Material sales information. After approval of the material and common material organization information, you can maintain material sales information. This feature supports configuring shipping time and quantity control for materials. Material sales information acts as the material master data throughout the full process of sales management. All business documents in involved sales management reference this information. The sales price list is used to define product sales prices. This feature supports pricing by material category or material, and allows you to specify applicable scope of customer categories and customer ranges. Next, we will look at common operations in sales management. Sales order. A sales order is a sales agreement signed between an enterprise and a customer. This feature supports various combinations of document types and transaction types. Different types determine different subsequent order execution flows. This feature supports shipping planning and shipping control, including quantity ratio, time control, and shipping plan fulfillment. It supports automatic generation of receipt plans according to receipt terms, prepayment receipt match offset, as well as confirmation of prepayments from upstream contracts. It also supports inquiries of sales order changes and change history, whole document discount allocation, and manual discount entry. Sales order change. This feature is used when customer or sales side reasons, such as changes in customer requirements, affect the execution of a sales order. In this case, you can use this feature to modify an approved sales order, so that the sales organization can promptly adjust production and shipping plans to continue completing the business transaction. This feature supports adding, modifying, or canceling order details. It also supports adjustments to the shipping plan and receipt plan. Once the change order is executed and activated, the original sales order is updated accordingly. Version management is supported. You can view historical order versions and compare changes through the change history. The adjusted prices can also be synchronized to downstream documents of the order. Shipping notice. A shipping notice is issued by the sales department after confirming that the sale order is established. notifying the warehouse to prepare materials for shipment, enabling quick tracking and inquiry of the materials. Shipping notices can be generated by association based on a sales order or added manually without a source document. You can perform inventory inquiries and maintain serial numbers on the shipping notice. Sales issue. The sales issue is a key document in the execution of a sales order. For goods issue and shipping of a sales order, a sales issue is generated to update inventory and confirm the issue. The sales issue also serves as an important basis for financial processing and costing. This feature supports generating sales issues by association based on shipping notices and sales orders. You can manually add a sales issue without a source document. The system allows inventory inquiries within the sales issue, automatically matches inventory using goods issue rules, according to the configured issue rule attributes of materials. Sales return request. During the sales process, a return may occur. A sales return request can be initiated from the original sales order or directly without a source document. In this feature, you can define the return type as return, replenishment, or refund only, without return. A sales return is generated after a sales issue has been completed, and a return occurs. For updating inventory and confirming the return, the sales return also serves as an important basis for financial processing and costing. You can initiate a sales return from a sales return request or a sales issue, or directly without a source document. In addition, you can define the return type as return, replenishment, or refund only without return, and execute subsequent business process flows and control according to the return type. The system provides a wide range of business reports to facilitate inquiries of sales data. Here we highlight the commonly used sales order execution details. This report uses the sales order as the analysis source and allows you to query order execution across each stage, including ordering, shipping, issuing, return, request, return, accounts receivable, receipt, and invoicing. That concludes our sales management overview. Thank you.